It's online, this real talk, everyone, and we have an incredible subject for you today. And we have my wonderful business partners, Tito Vivancos and Joseph. And he's new to the business. You might want to stay tuned because he has an incredible story, an incredible journey, an incredible why to why he wants to start this business. I won't, spill everything, but we'll let him speak. And yeah, our subject today is how to build a solid foundation in this online business. So it's not difficult to build a solid foundation in this business because we have everything set up for you. We have all the pretty much the tools and keys to earning online and earning an incredible income online and legitimately. So you don't have to go searching for the perfect quality product. You don't have to go ahead. Oh, hi, Mohammed. So yeah, we have one person I met today that helped me with so many things here in Spain, Mohammed, and he's really interested in the business. And he's seen. I was like even telling him, as my business is mobile and I'm running errands, and I was meeting up with his employer, Pooja, which is so wonderful. I'm so happy to meet her. So I was like literally running some errands and she was helping me and he assisted me. And I was telling him about the business and everything and how it's global and it's just easy. And his boss has a whole bunch of convenience stores and a salon, a barber and stuff and she still is interested in earning online. So even though she might be her own boss, she's still interested in earning online so she can have the complete freedom. So this business gives you that complete freedom, and this business will make you to have a solid foundation in your life. And this business hasn't literally went down since it started. It only skyrocketed and it keeps on growing every year, every day, every week. So stay tuned and yeah, let's get into the subject. So why don't we go with Tito first? We'll go with Tito first. And Tito, maybe you can introduce yourself for us. So this is my fiance, Tito. And
Hi
Mohammed, who's
there.
watching, yeah, this is my fiance I was telling you about. So now he's here to watch the whole picture because he's really interested in earning online. Like so many people I meet, they ask me, "What am I doing? How am I here in Spain? Am I working?" And so many people want to know, and they're like, "Wow, well, can I learn about this business?" So, introduce yourself and tell us about the subject. How do you build a solid foundation in this online business?
How can you build a solid foundation on this online business? I'll tell you how can you build an online business when you want a solid foundation. You have to just put, you have to put your time into it. You have to make your business into a solid foundation. Your business is not going to become a solid foundation if you don't put the work. Hi there. My name is Tito Ivancos Hernandez. I'm from Barcelona, original everybody, but I was born in Canada, so I'm Spanish Canadian and French Canadian, born in Montreal. Anyhow, I've been in this business for about a year now, and when I started this business, I was lost and confused, and my life was discotheque parties, fights, and you know, uh, lose your life, right? And I met Georgia over Instagram, and we chatted for a bit, and I was curious on what she was doing. She was always on videos with her kids, and well, I was curious. We were talking there, and I said, "Well, what do you do then?" And then she told me, "Well, I have an online business, and I have this and that." And at the time, I was like, "Oh, online business, right? Make a joke about it, right?" And I said, "Well, if you promise me that this business can retire me from working in construction or at the time like leave that job, and for sure I'll join it in 1 second, right?" Thing is that she told me yes, and then yes, you'll do it in 6 months, and I kind of believed her, right? But then I said, well, mm, sure, I believed her. I went in there and I did it the next day. I went into business, took me one day. um and then things started happening. I wrote it in my fridge. I started telling everybody, I got this online business. I'm gonna be, and everybody told me, like, because I opened my mouth. I was like, "Hi, everybody. I'm gonna quit my job. I'm gonna move out of this house. I'm gonna move into a mansion." And it all happened. I spent a whole year without working, eating grapes in a tub in Kelowna in a mansion, and it happened. Like the business totally worked, right? In this business, you don't have to do much. All you gotta do is advertise, right, and put your time in it. That's you by yourself working in a computer or your phone, following a training that it gives you. It gives you a huge training. You can start it step by step. Um, you know, Open a tab, close another one. Excuse me. And you can follow the training, and it'll teach you just about everything about this business. Apart from this business, you don't have to call anybody, make up meetings, set up meetings. For the time that you already have doing your 9 to 5 job. Um, and also in this business, you don't. It's this is not a pyramid scheme or a MLM either, because we don't get commissions out of the people that come into the business. Let's say you come into the business and you make a commission. You're gonna make a commission, and I'm gonna make a commission too. But I don't make a commission out of you. See, we call it affiliate marketing. This company pays us a commission, and it's all the whole commission for you, and the whole commission for the people also that just joined the business. And then we hi there, Melissa, nice to see you. And then we what we do is we grow, and the people that come into this business, because when you're into a pyramid scheme, people will come into the business and they will never be bigger than the person that put them there. They could never grow higher. But in this business, let's say Joseph, for example, he just joined the business not long ago. Joseph can become bigger than me in this business because I am not taking of his commissions, and he can make us bigger commissions than I'm making. He can become richer than I'm being, just as long as he puts his time in the business. He stays connected and he stays consistent in this business. Anything's possible in this business. Anything's possible with you also. This world is full of negativity, and they're gonna as soon as they find you succeeding on something, they're gonna put you down. They're gonna look for they're gonna look for ways to bring you down to their level of comfort zone of you're making a mistake, because in this world, the system, the way it has been taught is, watch out, what are you doing? If you're not doing something we're telling you, then you're doing something wrong. And and since we created this since for example, this business came out about 6 years ago, okay. um, and the founders of this business are super nice people, and they live here real close to me, real close to me in Vancouver. And we met them, and we had great times with them. We met them on occasional times, not just one time, right? um, so this business is not going to go anywhere because it's just six years long. And then apart from that, um, it's a community, right? It's a community. So what we did here in our community, this community integrity, we created kind of a platform of an academy. So we teach, me and Georgia, Ahmed, Paulo, and there's thousands of people here that teach you about this business. We are here, and this is a class. You guys are all students, and we want to teach you how to earn online. So when time gets hard, when you need a way out, then you have your own way out. You don't have to depend on others to get your way out, right? Yeah. And then, like, I'll tell you, the business changed my life because my point of view on things, or how I elaborate, or how I explain myself, or how I talk, or how I, everything improved because the mind of a businessman. With the mind of a businessman, you're talking about ideas, you're talking about finding progress in your life, and having a better future. When you have in your mind, like the business point of view mind, right? um, when you are not doing a business and you're scrolling, or you're doing your phone or whatever, you're thinking only to satisfy and pleasure your mind, to get that pleasure. You're not learning anything, you're enjoying. um, a good thing is to like humans, we're all about habits. When you do a habit, when you do something over and over and over and over, it becomes something that you're used to. It's like tying your shoelace. You won't even notice you're tying your shoelace. You're just going to put your shoes on and you're going to tie your shoelace. Well, when you focus your mind into a business mind, and all you want to do is produce, then everything around you becomes a production, becomes for example, me, I joined this business and I started having the mind of a production. I have to use my time to protect for myself, because I'm out there and I'm working 9 to 5s. Or for example, Joseph, you're driving your bus, a 9 to 5 or sometimes longer hours, right? But then you're producing for you by giving somebody else's time. In this business, our logic thing to say people is, you are producing income by using your own time. In this business, you could have it as an extra stream of income, like Ahmed. Ahmed loves his job. He's a full-time fireman, guys. He loves his job. He's a business partner of mine, and um, he's in the business full time. Also, he tries to get out as much as time as if he can get in the business too, because he believes the business and business works, right? But he doesn't want to leave his job because he enjoys his job. But in a way, he's gonna keep doing his job until he feels comfortable to leave his job, because a lot of hard labor in the body or whatever, you are gonna need a break, right? And if you have the chance to have a choice, that you can take a choice, because you have an online business that can actually, you can switch over, then you are, in the end, you're gonna say, well, I'm gonna retire myself by doing by doing something on myself, not waiting for that pension when they retire you when you're old, and then you're just living off the money that the government's giving you, which is just it's like a work paycheck. You're not getting double or triple the income. And with this business, you know how much I earn right now. It's like $5,900 a sale. That's how much I earn in this business. There's no other business that you start earning right the first week. You can start earning, um, 1240, or I think it went up. You know, because every year it just goes up a bit. So it's legit. It's something that came out, landed in my lab. Just asked. I wasn't even looking for online businesses, right? And then it changed, right? And I'm still here. I'm still doing the business right now in Vancouver. Um, you know, and soon in Spain, and you know uh, we have plans. There's a plan. You guys have to have a plan. If you guys are young, and you know before, about a year ago, I used to go to clubs. I used to go party. I used to go, drinking here and there. When I did this business, I stopped going to parties. I stopped going to clubs. I stopped, you know, doing the things that, people say we ain't got enough time. We do have time. Trust me. And an hour a day, if you can start an hour a day in the business, an hour is all you need for now if you're starting, and stay connected. We have a huge, huge team here, teamwork, that we teach each other and we help each other. So we, like, in this business, you don't need to know anything in this business. You don't need to be tech savvy. You don't need to be, a guy that worked with computers all his life. You can be a me. I was born with a broom and a shovel, and I know how to, listen. And I was super. I didn't even know what was copy and paste. Okay, and basically it works, right? Yeah. I don't want to take the whole platform. I would stay here and speak for the whole day, but there's a lot of people here that wanted to.
Awesome. I'm really proud of your excellation. You excelled and you excelled and you excelled, and your coach taught you how to copy and paste and taught you everything. So just because, we're together and we're engaged doesn't mean I won't help
Yeah.
you the same way.
So yeah, I want to say I have my own business. I have my business, and she's got her business, and it's totally different, right? I'm not earning because she's earning, because she's been in the business, and I'm earning because I'm putting my time on it also. Yes, it's better for me because she's helping me a lot. She's helped a lot more me than others, but she still helps her old business partners even more than me. She spends Zooms times with the business partners, and so it's me. My business runs for me. Her business runs for her. Now in the future, when we get the bonuses in this future, she's gonna get 300,000 in bonuses. I gonna get 300,000 in bonuses too. We don't make up. So
So,
you know,
what I like the way you used to say it before. She gets 7 streams of income. I get 7 streams of income. Together, we have 14 streams of income. It's true. Like anybody who's watching and you're a couple, both of you can make 2 separate incomes from this business. You can have 2 business
exactly.
accounts. So me and Zito have 2 separate business accounts, but combined, we make 14 streams of income because all of the bonuses and different companies that we're affiliated with is a
Yeah.
lot. I just want to give a shout out to Mohammed. So he said he's interested in business. Mohammed, I sent you that workshop. If you haven't watched that workshop yet, after this, watch it. Watch that link I sent you on Messenger, of me hosting the workshop, explaining everything. But you know it, like I will get you started in a heartbeat, and you don't even have to. Even if you're busy at the barber or you're busy helping Pooja in the convenience store, we do everything online. So we don't have to even see each other in person. But obviously, we can meet up for tea or coffee, and I can show you little things, make ads with you and Pooja, because I know Pooja's highly interested too. Um, I like what I see a lot here. I just want to comment on the experience I had today with meeting Mohammed, which is a worker for Pooja. So Pooja is a beautiful, wonderful East Indian woman that came here 10 years ago, and she has rocking it in Spain. And she's a true entrepreneur. Like she's doing so much here. And that entrepreneur mindset is like me. She is me in an East Indian version. I'm like, wow, you're like really focused on entrepreneurship. And she's like, yeah, I'm just doing a few things. I'm really going to get into this. And just to hear an entrepreneur mindset, how they understood the business. Because I explained it to her, she watched the workshop. Because I sat with her for a little bit as, because I finished running some errands downtown, and then I sat with her for a little bit at her store. And just as I was explaining to her, she understood everything. So anybody who has an entrepreneur mindset understands everything. And then I spoke to Mohammed because he wanted to know about the business. And right away he's like, oh yeah, I want to do something online. Like here in Europe, in Spain, the pay is not that high. He's like, for people, just everyone. And I was like, what's it like in Spain? Like, what is your average, their average pay here? And it's like $8 an hour to $10 an hour or so. I'm like, well, that kind of makes up for it because in Canada it's $15 an hour. Here, euros are a little higher in Canada. So I'm like, that's probably almost what Canada's like. But the thing is he recognizes, he's younger, he recognizes the online wellness class, and that's where he wants to be. And Pooja recognizes that entrepreneurship, there's always get yourself another stream of income. Get yourself another stream of income. And she was like, her son will help her with the business, just the way Mikey helps me with the business. Mikey is the same age as her son. So, the same way me and Zito is thinking of other ways to make money and, always entrepreneur mindset, always different because we're thinking about,
Yeah.
purchasing lands and building up homes and investing in things. So, and I want to say shout out to Ashley, my business partner. Hi, Ashley. Other half Dom. These are my best friends from California/Utah, because that's where they're living now in Utah, I think, and they're from California. And she started the business, and they're such a great family. And their big why is their children. If you have their children, have more time with their family. So girls, stay connected to the chats, and you'll succeed above and beyond. Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to her. But did you want to add anything else, Tito, real quick before I go to Joseph?
Yeah. After joining this business, you guys get your mind of a mindset of an entrepreneur, and everything you do, you wanna do product with your time, right? Because once you start something, you'll realize that um, you can make more money out there by yourself than not working for somebody else.
The thing is what's really good about this business is you could still keep your 9 to 5, okay, and run this business.
And
Just
the business will run for you at the back while
exactly,
you can go to work. That's the thing.
exactly. So if you are an owner of a business, if you do like your job and you don't want to, if you don't want to leave the job and you need to focus and you need to do your work and you have to dos, you can have this business running in the background. Just have an ad up. Don't shut your ads off and be patient. Don't expect to get rich in 1 month.
Do not expect to get rich if you don't expect to put your work.
Yes, like Tito got rich in 1 month. We can't say that Tito. He put his time into it though. He bothered me. He kept coming to the chats. He kept reading everything, doing everything. He learned quick. So if you put your time into this, you will get successful very quick. But if you have a 9 to 5 and you're like you have a family and you only got an hour or so a day or a couple hours a day, you're gonna see results. But you're going to not like you're not gonna make $20,000 in the first week. Like you gotta put your time into it. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not a get rich scheme. But the thing is building a solid foundation is putting your little increments of time every day into it. It's very important to put your time into your own business, your own empire. Okay. It's one thing to put your all your time into somebody else's empire. And that's what most people are doing. They're putting 8 to 12 hours a day into
Yeah,
someone
it's
else's
it's like
empire.
it's like that commercial they say if you show up to work. So it's like I like your ride. Your boss comes out with like a new car, right? It's like I like your ride, and then they say, well, if you come to work every day and you put extra hours, and then you work Saturdays and even more, and then next year I will buy myself another one, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly. Okay, I'm gonna go to Joseph now. So Joseph, thank you for coming on. You know what I would really like you to do, Joseph, because your story is very inspiring. So I had the honor of meeting Joseph when I went to Toronto a couple weeks ago. I visited all my family and we met up, and I had the honor to meet Melissa too. And Joseph has a very incredible story. So I would love for you to introduce yourself, Joseph, and tell us why did you start this business? Before we get into the subject, why did you start this? What kind of work do you do? What is motivating you? Where are you from originally? Like, I want to focus on your why, your story, how you got started before we get into the subject, if that's okay. Here, I'll unmute you. Okay, go on.
Thank you so much. So my name is Joseph Mendoza. I was born in Nicaragua, and immigrated, came to Toronto, Canada in 1987. So I was only 3 years old, and I grew up in Toronto all my life. And many one of the reasons why I joined this business and is because I want to change. And the other jobs that I had before was I used to work as Loblaws as a cashier store, and that's a part timer just to build my work. And then I work as a school bus, and I like that job, but the only thing is that they're not paying. They don't pay that much, but I work a lot with kids, um, and then I had to move myself to the top as a drive as a city bus operator, and I was making way more money than driving the school bus, but it was not what I actually wanted because I'm working 6 days a week and I don't have the time for my family. And they call me up on the phone, can you cover this? Which I don't mind if I do it, but and I haven't had a vacation for the past 3 years, and the reason why because when the pandemic hit, we were some of the employees that got laid off, and they um, they had to choose either to transfer to a different division or they can choose to lay it off, and or they can choose to work as a part-time, but they decrease my salary from $24 to $19 an hour. I wasn't very happy with that. And then when the pandemic kind of, slowly went back to normal, and I was trying to see if I can find an online job. So when I joined this business, I said to myself, why don't I just give it a try? Because it's a chance for me to meet new people, and I love the people that I met, and I love you guys, um, and I just started the business just a few weeks ago, and I'm getting all the help I need. And I love that they care. They care about the beginners. They want to see how everybody's doing, and that's wonderful. That's one of the things that I love about this business. And they care, and we're all like a family. We're all like brothers and sisters, and as I'm actually into this business, I'm learning some new stuff that I've never learned before. Um, and it's so much to learn that I cannot actually share too much because I'm still learning. I'm new, and it's a chance for me to prove, because I also have my mom and dad. They had 4 children. I got about two. It so basically, I have an older brother. I also have 2 sisters, but one sister died, but she died as an infant back in Mexico, and they don't even know where I am. They don't even know what I'm doing. I haven't seen them, but at least they know exactly that I'm alive. I'm here, and it's a chance. I also have some friends from my employment. They work in the day, and then in the afternoon they work as a restaurant, and I say, wait a minute, this doesn't look right, because they're not getting a chance to be with their kids, with their family, and like you say to yourself, like it's better that you get the freedom that you need, and because when you learn something, it's good for your health, it's good for your brain emotionally, because my mom has Alzheimer's. She can't remember exactly um, her past. Sometimes she forgets the things that she's been told. She hasn't done much reading. She doesn't have any computer skills. She doesn't know this. And then when you get into the online business, you're getting all the education you need. You're learning stuff that you never thought, because if you don't learn something, if you just go outside or go to the movies and not learn anything, it's not good for your brain, because by the time you get old, you're not going to get all the education you need, and then you're going to fall into the Alzheimer. You're going to forget things so quick, and you say something to somebody and you forget right away, and it was hard to take care of my mom, but my sister's looking after her, and she will be blessed by that, and yeah,
I
that's all I have for now.
that's awesome, Joseph. Sorry, Georgia, to cut you. I wanted to I want to say something here in our language here. Bueno, una pregunta. Quiero que le digas a la gente que este negocio, que si lo ves que es para todos o para solamente que gente que habla inglés, o, ¿sabes? Tú explica un poquito cómo, si quieres, a la gente que no entienda el inglés, a ver si les puedes decir cómo es.
Yeah, so el negocio que yo estoy aprendiendo es bueno beneficio, porque si no puedes hablar el inglés bien, van a haber gente que van a hablar el español, que van a ayudarle a la gente para que aprenda más del negocio, que También puede traducir todo el inglés, se puede traducir en español. Hay un sistema en el training que te enseña muchos cómo se puede cambiar cualquier idioma del mundo. Yo lo recomiendo que todo el mundo que este negocio va a cambiar su vida. Yo sé que un día esto va a cambiar mi vida, pero va a tomar tiempo. Yo sé que no se puede ganar una cantidad de 20 o 30 dólares, así no se hace. Eso yo ya lo sé, pero se gana poquito a poco.
Estupendo.
Yeah.
Me parece estupendo. Perfect, Joseph. Thank you, Georgia.
I wanted to say, you're very blessed, and actually, it's so funny how you came into this business, because first he's seen one of my other business partners' ad, and I was in it. And then he's seen Amit's ad, and I was in it. And like, we had this special connection, and then it just so happens he goes to the same church as me. And it just so happens he's from Toronto, and then it just so happens I came in the nick of time when he signed up in Toronto to see him. And then, which is even more weirder, the same day, him and another business partner, Johnny. So Joseph and Johnny work in the transit industry, okay? And I was like, they both started at the same time. I'm like, it's meant. And I see how hard people work in the transit industry in Toronto, and they're both from Toronto. And I was like, your story, because we have a chat. So, and anybody who wants to get started, this is what we do. We actually have a chat. So it would be me and you and your mentor. And in this case, you have two coaches. If I'm your coach, me and Zito are your coaches. So if Zito's your coach, I'm your coach too. Me and Zito, we're together as coaches. So in that chat, he has me and Zito and Amit, and so Amit's his mentor. So all of us. And what was really empowering, and what made me like feel like I need to get him started quickly because he has such a huge why, is everything he just talked about. And you kept touching on that. Like you were looking and you're observing. You're like having an awakening. He's observing other people's lives and he's seeing that it's not right. It's not right. How could you make your life and expect to have a relationship, a family, children, and be away so much? If we can find something where we can earn online, or we can get our business online, because if you have a brand right now, get it online. But if you don't have a brand, join us, because we have your brand. We have everything you need, and you'll brand yourself with our companies and with our system and everything. You have it all. It will be yours, just like Joseph, Paulo, Melissa, Tito, everyone here. So thank you for that. And yeah, I guess a little bit, since you're new, but in your opinion, Joseph, how do you build a solid foundation in this business? As you're watching all of us who are successful, I know you just started. What is your opinion? How would you build a solid foundation in this business? From your training that you've been through and as advising you, what would you say?
How do I build a solid foundation in this business? Is to make it happen instead of sitting down, doing nothing. Do something and learn, ask questions, that they're always there to help, and is to keep going. Just don't give up, and it will make a miracle will come. You will make it happen, and you just have to keep going, keep learning, and slowly you will learn. It's like you're starting a new job. You start at the bottom, and then slowly you start to work as a supervisor. So it takes time.
100%, and that's if you had a test right now, you would have an A+ on your test. If there was a test that I give to all my business partners and say how to build it, exactly. Okay, and Zito is in our chats, and he's one of those motivators, and he's almost like a bug. And I tell him, settle down, because he tells people, what are you doing? How come you're not working on your business? And I'm like, oh, but it's true. Like, he's not saying anything wrong. Okay, he's Spanish. He's very blunt. So, and I learned that here in Spain. Spanish people are very blunt, but in a good way. And he He's saying it bluntly, like, why aren't you working on your business? Where is everyone? What are you doing? How come you're not coming to the Zooms where we teach you? How come your ads
Well,
not?
sorry,
Yeah.
I'll just say I am kind of like that is because at the start of the business, someone joins for a reason, right? But then if, when you fade away, there's like a picture. There's a picture of two men, or sorry, a man with a pick, and he's hitting the wall. And there's a picture of the same picture with the hole made up, and the diamonds are here. And there's only this much here, Earth.
Was you getting a phone call, Tito? We can't hear you. Tito, can you hear us? Something happened with your sound. Yeah, something happened with your sound. If you can hear me, leave and then come back. You may have got a phone call. Yeah, press leave and then come back with the link. Yeah. You could press leave on your phone. You can't hear? Okay, he'll come back. Paulo, I know that you just hopped on and Melissa's next, but do you have to get going soon?
Yeah, I have got a meeting in a bit.
Okay,
So yeah.
so why don't you, is that okay, Melissa? If he goes first?
Or
You're,
Melissa,
you're okay?
I'm so confused. I've got so many computers in front of me.
Oh, okay, okay. So, I'll,
I do have to go too, but
yeah, she
Paolo,
can. Yeah, you go ahead, Melissa. I can.
go ahead.
are
Yeah,
you?
okay, go ahead, Melissa. So, thank you for joining, and congratulations on all your successes, by the way. You're doing absolutely incredible. So why don't you introduce yourself, and then we'll talk about the subject, how to build a solid foundation in this online business.
Solid
Hi,
foundation.
Tito. Yeah,
Okay.
okay,
Paolo,
go ahead.
thank you for letting me go, by the way, just to formally thank you. My name is Melissa Stewart. I have been in the business for a little over a year now, and I am one of those 9 to 5ers. I do have a job that I work. So I do this. I don't want to say part-time. It's a little bit more than part-time because I put my heart and soul in it, and I feel like it's my full-time evening job, really, and weekend. I'm constantly creating content and postings and ads and just trying to come up with different ideas to keep all of you interested, as well as convince you that this is real. This job is not this job, this business is real, excuse me. But the question is, what are some things that I do to keep, what was it, Georgia?
To build a solid foundation in this business.
To build a solid foundation. So number one is step-by-step training that's provided. Not only have I gone through the training once, but I'm constantly going through it because there's updates all the time, which is amazing. It's like getting the new edition to a book or so. So I'm constantly referring to the training that's provided. We have masterminds every Wednesday. Those are super important because they keep up to date on current conversations, just current trends, current activities. You're meeting everybody that's in this world. When I say this world, meaning this business world, because it's global. And I love that. I love seeing how many people are involved. It really just makes you understand um, how important this business is to not just me, but everybody, because we all gather on one day just to get information. What else personal development. I'm constantly doing things like going out for walks, meditating, reading. I even struggle with Netflix. Like, do I watch a show or do I work on my business? So it's always making those small little decisions like, Should I go out for dinner with my friends, or should I work on this business? So I'm constantly faced with those choices. And I have to say, I choose the business more time than none. And then when my friends get upset, that I push them a little bit more, and then I will go and meet with them because they miss me, and I have to keep my friendship ties going. We have a chat as well that is for our smaller group that involves everybody that's on this platform and a lot more, that is constantly going Monday to Sunday, just about new things that we've come up with, new people that have joined the business. We update on things that we've learned. It's a really important chat to be in, I think, just so that you're plugged in all the time. And you also meet new people in that chat as well. I've come away from that chat, with 2 or 3 other members, and have maybe booked time with them because I want to learn how they're doing things. So I find that to be interesting, but also keeping myself current on what's going on. Those are the only things that are coming to mind right now, but I really want to say I'm super grateful for everybody on this platform. They've helped me in different ways. I've met some of them in person. I haven't had the chance to meet Paulo in person yet, but he is so involved in our chat so much that, I feel as if I know him, and there will be a day when I meet you. I'll just put it out there. But the more that we're involved in our chats, and the more that we're involved in liking each other's posts and encouraging each other, it gives you confidence, and it gives you support. And I feel like that's a bit an added thing that you don't get when you're running like a brick and mortar. When you're running a brick and mortar, you're truly on your own. But when you're running this business, yes, you are on your own. And yes, there is a big component that is you, but there is also another equally big component of support that you have. And I absolutely love that. So I thank you all for that. And yeah, that's all I have to offer.
Awesome, beautiful. Yeah, and I see that, the more you work on the business, the more you succeed. And there's a saying, and I always see it on the entrepreneur memes, or the ones who have like these little following posts and everything. Go away for 6 months. Okay, forget everything. Okay, go away and watch how you become a millionaire. Watch how you succeed above and beyond. And I have to say, Melissa, I went away for 2 months. I didn't go to no church activities. See, Joseph knows all about our church. There's always a potluck. There's always a church activity. There's always something. We're always involved, right? They're very like family oriented. And I would go to church still on Sunday. Okay, I would take a couple hours to go to church on Sunday, but I didn't do that. I didn't watch Netflix. I didn't watch TV. I'm not a TV watcher anyways, but all these things. And like, I even, slipped in, hey, it's dinner time. I'm going to work on my laptop, kids. Sorry. Or they want to watch a movie with mommy. I'm like, yeah, I'm here. Like 2 months. I did it for 2 months. I always talk about this. I always talk about that. I got pizzas. I got frozen healthy pizzas. I got sandwiches. I got pre-made foods. I didn't care. I knew even if it cost me a little bit more for these prepared foods, I'm making to make hundreds of thousands of dollars in this business. And I did. So I sacrificed that time, and I didn't care what anybody thought of me. In the very beginning, Melissa, I really worried about what everybody was going to think of me. I was really silly. And I was even worried about what my bishop would think, or my friends would think of me if I'd post, and if I would do this from church or whatever. I would think about all that, right? Oh, look at Tito. He loves me so much. His picture is me. But anyways, I stopped thinking that way. And I pulled myself back from everybody, even my own family. Okay, made fun of me and would put me down about the business. And because everybody thinks the online world is a scam. They don't know what I'm doing. And I tried to explain to them, they still don't understand until you watch the workshop. And once my family watched the workshop, they started. I'll be totally honest with you. And a lot of my friends from church are business partners today. So what I'd like to say is don't let people make you feel bad about building your empire for you and your babies. Number one. And then Number two, sometimes, I'm not gonna say these friends, and I met your cousin, she's so cute and cool, I love her. Don't let a lot of your friends make you feel that way, because a lot of people want to keep you at their level, and they see you excelling and it makes them uncomfortable, and you're breaking free, and they don't have the guts or courage to do what you're doing. And you changed, you're not with us, blah, blah, blah. That's what a lot of people are doing to me. A lot of people, my own family, a lot of friends, you changed this and that. I'm like, I'm wealthy now. I'm wealthy. What did I change? I look better. I'm dressed better. I got a better car. I didn't change who I am, because I'm always humble, but I got very successful and focused. I'm a boss now. I'm a CEO now. I'm a president now. And I focused. I'm like, oh, the online world is unstoppable. And I grew, and I took my kids out of public school and I put them in a fancy online school, and I put them into instruments, and I put them into learning Japanese, and just everything changed in my life. And I was like, I don't want my kids to be doctors or lawyers. I want them to be entrepreneurs and make hundreds of thousands of dollars. If they are a doctor or a lawyer, I would love it, like helping people, great. But their whole life is going to be focused on their job and not their family. Okay.
Yeah.
I won't take much more. Did you want to add anything?
No, I did. I want to thank you for the advice and just highlight that too. Like everyone that's watching, the advice that we're being given is super valuable, and you need to have mentors, and you need to have people that can see your potential and can push you to the next level. And this is the exact relationship that we have here. So I super appreciate that. The other thing I wanted to say too is how you believed in yourself. Like it was almost as if you were a force to be reckoned with. And that's another sort of thing that you have to have. If you don't believe, then it's not going to work for you. So you're a perfect example, Georgia, of that, and that 2 months that you sacrificed, right? So, for myself and for everyone in this business, there has to be that turning point where you're like, okay, that's it. And you take the gloves off or you put the gloves on, however you want to look at it. And you just believe that you will be successful, you will be a millionaire, those sort of vision board things that you put down. Yes. So
I want to say one more thing before you go. I want you to hear this. So when I started to be that boss lady, and I was like, I'm going to the top, I took my gloves off because I was fighting everybody. I was like, no, isn't it? And I was like, forget it. My white flag is waved. I'm not arguing or talking to anybody, but I put a vision, I put a manifestation. It's called affirmation. I'm grateful for making 21,000 in 1 month in this business. After those 2 months, I made my first 21,000 in 1 month. Just think about it. It took me 2 months now everybody who's watching, I'm not going to tell you you're going to make 21,000 in 2 months. It took me to make that in 1 month, to get my first $21,000 month. But I stood up till 3 and 4 in the morning. Paulo knows me. Everybody's seen all my things on, because I have my live. Everybody can see on Messenger and Instagram, I'm live. And people would say, go to bed now. All my friends would tell me, what are you still doing? Go to bed. And they're joking with me. And a lot of those friends are my business partners now. And I'd be like, I'm working on my biz. Or just like, it's like nobody understood. But when my kids would go to bed at 9, 10 o'clock, I would stay up till 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And I would still, sometimes, Melissa, I would have to wait. I still would, even I would go to bed at 3 in the morning and I would work out, whatever. I'd wake up at 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. to take note to her Bible study every day. Before her school, she would have Bible study, and we had homeschooling. You don't understand when you, like I said, are not a force to reckon with, and you focus. You see a change in your children, you see a change in yourself, and you're unstoppable. You can do things you would never think is possible. Okay? And that also, that energy that you get and that high you get of this success and this new beginning and the wealth and everything you're going through, girl, it's going to give you more energy than you would ever think possible to do everything you need to do. So love you, girl. Keep going.
Lovely. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay,
God bless
I do
you.
have to go. So thank you for the chat and
Thank
thank you for
you.
hearing me, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. So Paulo, it's your turn. I won't keep you no longer.
Oh, yeah.
Introduce yourself for us. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I
And
wanted to add in a thing advice for Melissa before she hopped off, but
oh, okay, she'll hear
boundaries.
it afterwards.
Yeah, setting boundaries is one of the key things I find with boundaries with family members and friends, because when they don't really understand what the business is about, they think you have all this free time and they're like, let's hang out. And so now that I'm fully in this business, I tell family and friends, I'm like, I only have this much time from, let's say, 1 to 3 o'clock to hang out. Or with my partner, I say I'm only free these weeknights or weekends. And it's just not me. It's not me wanting not to hang out with them, but it's more like I have to respect myself and my business as well. Because if you're not working on your business and you're working on it as a hobby, it's not going to go anywhere. So that's why setting boundaries I find is super important, along with so many other things with this business. But yeah, Melissa, when you listen to this afterwards, set boundaries and don't feel bad that you can't hang out with people. I use it as a reward after the fact. Let's say I've posted like 2 weeks of content on my business, then I'm going to use that reward to go hang out with family and friends and say, okay, this is I'm going to go have a couple of beers and celebrate that I put out 2 weeks worth of posts or business or worked on my business. So, but yeah, that's sort of the last tip I wanted to add on to Melissa before she left.
Well, I'll say real quick. So I personally met Paulo quite a few times in Vancouver, and we have a blast together. And the same thing Paulo does is the same thing I do. And when we're all around, none of us talk business. We joke about each other, our online business partners, and we'll talk like they did this, or we're having fun, and we're so excited to see each other. But we don't want to talk business. We'll do like an ad together, but that's our downtime. Like
Yeah.
us business partners get together to have an incredible time, and we can afford it and we can do it because we do have our freedom. But yeah, go on, Paulo.
Yeah. So yeah, by the way, I'm Paulo Perlez, just to introduce myself, and I'm here in Vancouver. I've been a nurse for over 20 years, and I started the business about 6 years ago, and I started it because of burning out twice in my career, and I didn't want to experience that again. And so that's why I looked into this business, and the topic about creating a strong foundation in this business, it's not something that happens overnight. It's something that happens over maybe a short period, but because the fact that we are part of a business community, we're getting a lot of information, a lot of knowledge that is being passed down from people who've already been doing this business. So our other mentors, our other coaches that we get to connect with. And so they're passing their knowledge to us so that we're not making the same mistakes. And so just like what Joseph said, like we're always learning, but the fact that we are making lesser mistakes being part of this community, because within our masterminds, we're teaching the community not what to do because they've tested it, they tried it out and it didn't work for them. So they're passing that information on to you so that you can come into this business a lot stronger and better than, let's say, me, who started 6 years ago. A lot of my mentees that start off within the last year, I tell them, these are the do's and don'ts, and these are the reasons why, because I've already gone through them and I don't want you to make that same mistake. And so the constant knowledge is important. Attending the masterminds that we have weekly, and we have new masterminds as well for new business owners as well. So you have 2 masterminds a week are really good to attend to create that strong foundation. And also being open to getting positive criticism from mentors and other coaches as well. We're not here to criticize you and say like, oh, that's a crappy ad, or what are you doing for your post? We're here to help you so that you can increase engagement, get organic leads, get organic buyers so that you can start building your business. Other things that I do is I create a routine. I talked about this one of the last masterminds recently, just creating a routine. So I put everything on my calendar. And then also I set goals. So Georgia mentioned about affirmations. And so we've talked about this before in previous sort of live business chats, but I have a vision board and I have so many goals and things that I want to accomplish in the next couple of months, a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road. And I'm constantly looking at every morning and every night as well. So it only takes literally about 20 to 30 minutes out of your day to do these affirmations, look at your vision board. And I find it really helps start my day off right, so that I'm thinking in a positive manner. I've always been a positive person, but this this business is always hard in the sense that you will get naysayers from online people, from your part, like from friends and families who don't understand this business. So you have to learn how to brush it off and just move aside. And being connected to this community is awesome because you are connected with supportive people who are on the same page as you. They have the same thinking as you. They want to help you succeed. So it's always saying like you want to keep the 5 of the closest people closest to you to help you succeed, because if those 5 people aren't pushing you and supporting you and keep pushing you upwards, then get rid of them, honestly, or keep them far away from you, because that's going to ruin your foundation to keep this business going long term. The other thing too is I don't know if anyone's touched on this, but managing your finances. So I find people who I've mentored who start fading away, like what Theodore was saying, like people fade away, is because they start losing their ad budget for running an ad. And so because one reason is that they're not following the training. They're running their ads and they're letting an ad run for longer than what they should do, when they should have shut it off, started something else differently. And then they run out of ad budget for the month, and then they start fading away because they're like, I used up all my ad budget. But we're like, did you follow the training? Instead, like, did you watch your ad constantly and check it every 4 or 5 days or every 7 days to make sure it's running properly? And a lot of times people make that mistake because they don't follow the training, don't listen to what the mentors or coaches are saying. And so they fade away from the business. And so that's why you manage your finances, so you know what you're putting into the business. If for some reason you run out of ad budget for the month, that's fine. Put your ad on pause. There's free ways that we can teach you how to advertise free on all the social media platforms, so that you can gain organic leads and potentially gain organic buyers from this. Doing these live business chats, we get a lot of leads and buyers from this because people are seeing that we're true, and it doesn't cost a thing other than time for you to attend these live business chats. And then the other part too is just staying, having a strong online presence is another key thing too. So that kind of brings in the whole like being connected to the masterminds, because on our masterminds, we teach people what are the most current things to do on social media platforms. And even just this week, yesterday, we had a mastermind on Chat GPT AI program and how to use it and how to create posts, how to do all that stuff. So if you're not staying connected, then that's on you, because we're giving so much, information, so much training, so much mentorship to help you succeed in this business. And so you really need to focus on being able to ask yourself, like, what am I doing wrong? And if you are able to figure out what you're doing wrong, reach out to people, ask questions. We're here to help you guys. But if you're not going to ask those questions, we can't help you. We're not mind readers. And even though we're busy, Georgia, Zero, myself, all the other mentors will have time if you ask the questions. And so we're here to help you guys build that strong foundation. That's what I've done to be able to build a strong foundation to be in this business for this long. Because this is something that is long-term, you can pass it down to family and friends, family members, and something that it's a legacy basically that you can pass down to. And we want to help people succeed in this business because we've seen it. We've seen people quit not their one job. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jobs that they're doing part-time. Like some of the stories that we've heard on masterminds with people who have gone to reach those milestones are crazy. Like it's to the point that I'm not much of a crier, even though I'm a nurse. I cry in movies, but in real life I don't. But some of the stories I hear from people in masterminds, I'm bawling because of the fact that I know where they've come from, but the struggle of doing the business, but alongside of their own personal struggles as well. So yeah, we're here to help you guys. We're here to, for those who are starting a business, for those who are looking to start a business, we're here to help people do the business, so that not just the business side, but from a personal level too. I mean, there's other things parallel.
Sorry, we're just coming up on 1 hour here, but I'm going to say a few things to those who are still watching on Instagram, and then we'll continue on Facebook. So anybody on Instagram that's watching, just go to our links in our bio and you can watch the free workshop. And yeah, we'll text you all the information. So God bless everybody. But continue for those who are on Facebook.
Yeah, so yeah, just reach out to us. And for those, yeah, like I said, for those who are starting on the business, please just ask us questions. We're here. We've got, we've got the chat programs to help communicate to help stay connected with us, and use those tools because we're here to help people. And then for those who are looking into this business, you can see it in all our past live business chats. We're real people. We come from everyday life. We have everyday jobs, and we found a solution to getting out of the 9 to 5 or reducing the amount of hours that you work in your job, because a lot of us are working so much to the point that we're tired, we're stressed because they've let go of your colleague, or they're downsizing because they don't want to pay other extra employees, or there's repetitive jobs that they think that they can pass on to you, and it's not going to get any better. That's the thing. It's just getting worse. People are waking up. I'm finding people are waking up to the point that they don't want to be servers anymore. They are tired of working in the healthcare industry. They don't want to be working for companies that don't respect their personal time, or there's no proper leadership or mentorship in the company. So people are starting to look in the online space. And like I said, we found a solution that is legitimate. It's a system that uses automation, leverages social media. And we want to help you look into this further by, like what Georgia said, watch the informational webinar first to get the information. And if you still want to get more information, I don't know if any of you talked about it already, but we have created a private Facebook group called Earn Online Academy that has several videos of the frequently asked questions that we get as mentors and coaches. So it's free to join. So if you are seeing this video, you're not part of the Earn Online Academy, just reach out to the mentor or the person you're talking to. Ask them, first of all, to get registered on their website so that you can watch the information webinar, and then get added into the Earn Online Academy for free. So yeah, that's it for me. I didn't think I was going to have much to talk about, but I always end up ranting and just like going on and on.
You did absolutely amazing. And I love the fact that you mentioned the ad budget. So to anybody who might think, oh my goodness, how much are they spending to run an ad budget? Honestly, we start people off with $5 a day or $10 a day. It's not that we charge you.
Yeah.
When you advertise on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, there's paid or free. In this case, some people do paid ads because they want to have something that runs for them. They want low maintenance. So if you want low maintenance, you got a job and you're like, I don't want to put any more time in the business right now. I just need an ad running for me. So Zito's doing that. Okay, all of these people here are running ads too. And I know that soon Joseph will. So right now I'm doing free ads. I'll be honest with you, I'm doing free ads, and I do paid. I do both.
And I want to say something also. Once you start in this business, we have a huge train in this business, right? But what we're gonna work on right away is to get you set up with an ad. Now we have all the winning ads here. We have ads. We made ads with a lot of business partners. It works a lot when we're doing it together and when we're all, we know which winning ads are. So, for example, let's say you just came in the business and you don't even have a website yet. We can use you as a proxy. You can use us as a proxy.
So people don't know what you mean when they say that. So many people that's not online business owners have no clue when you say that, because Zito knows everything in the business. So what I would like to say is, in other words, if you don't have your website up, like it only takes a day or 2 days for our tech team to do it. But if, say, for instance, you didn't have much time and you got a lead, all you do is you tell us, well, I have somebody that's interested in our product, and we make sure that product gets sold, even if your website is not up. So we'll do everything for you, and we can have.
You can start earning right away in this business, and then go through your training. So it's a win-win situation because you have people there to help you succeed, and like it's in our best convenient to make you guys succeed, because it's true. If you guys succeed, we succeed. But let me tell you again, we don't get paid from you. We don't get paid from people below us. This is not a pyramid scheme or MLM, guys. Okay, we do get commissions. Okay, full commissions and great commissions, big money out there, but it's not touched by, it's not a pyramid scheme, guys. It's got 7 streams of income. If you want to be a coach, you get 50 US dollars for being a coach. There's a PCA.
I'm
Sorry?
gonna cut you off now. I'm gonna bug you. But you know what Mikey was telling me? Because it was really cute. And you're gonna love this call though. My son, my 14-year-old son, you know what he was telling me? Mom, how come you never advertise or tell people to be coaches? Because he knows that I make money as a coach already. He likes being a coach. I'm like, why? You want to be a coach? Maybe. I said, well, you get 50 US a call if you be a coach, and you really help people. It's a wonderful thing. And I said, you have to be in the business a while. That's why I don't tell people they can become a coach, because you have to be in it 6 months, right? And it was so cute that he mentioned that, because he sees the advantage I have as being a coach. I'm super successful. He's like, why aren't you trying to get other people to be coaches? So, but yeah, go on.
I'm the one that's trying to get other people to be coaches out there. Good fun also to build a solid foundation is to help each other, and this is what it is actually. This business, this foundation, when someone comes in the business and you have everybody around them to help them, then your success is gonna be way more than if you're doing it alone. And then also when when you want to build a solid foundation, a solid business, is to get to know the people, to and then to work together. For example, if you're running a restaurant, you're gonna need waiters to take the food to the table. You're gonna need cooks to cook. You're gonna need, well, here, you know what? This is foundation. This business is huge. It's becoming huge. And the thing is that we each, we all each, like Georgia has her community, Paolo has his community, I got my community, Joseph's gonna have his community, and all those communities are together in a community that it's called integrity. That this is the school academy that Paolo is talking about. We have a business, a foundation, that we are all in it, having our own online business, okay, and we're still being together with a whole family of people that are going to be working together. So if you work together, if hey, you want to, let's say you want to move a big rock, you ain't going to push it by yourself. Now if you put 6 7 people pushing that rock, I'm sure it's going to push, right? And a lot of people, they get in the business and they say, oh, I want to do everything for me. Oh, I shouldn't want to be doing this. I'm doing this so much, it feels like I'm working only for you. No, you're working on your business too, by helping your coach, by helping your mentor, by helping your business partners. You're working on your business, and I guarantee you this is what we have wrong, guys. And it happens so much. I've been seeing it over and over and over.
I just offered Violet $20 Canadian because I don't have any euros. I think without euros, I only have it in my bank account. But I offered Violet $20 to go read to the babies every day. If she keeps reading to the babies for the next couple days, I'll give her $20, right? It'll help her with her reading skills and it'll help calm them, right? While I'm on a live or something.
She makes
But
good money.
that's the thing. If you're being offered money, you're going to help people. This company offers us money to help you. That's, if anybody's like, what's the catch? We're being offered money by our affiliate companies to help you. That's the God's honest truth. They offer us money to help people so those people can sell their products, because they're like, oh, you're a coach and mentor. Help these people and we'll give you a ton of bonuses.
Listen,
Well, not only will we give you bonuses, but we'll give you incentives for life, starting from 5,000. And we'll also give you commissions. And we won't touch any of their money. So go ahead and help them. We're offering you money to make these people super successful, to continue to grow our company brand. But you can do whatever you want with your brand. So I just thought of that. I'm offering my little daughter $20, right? So it will help her mind and she'll calm those babies down. Maybe it's not working too much. 'Cause they're all
yeah.
kids.
Yeah,
But
I don't think so.
we're offered an incentive to help you. It's in our best advantage to make you grow because that company continues to give us very high incentives because these products are very high end and they convert into high revenue. But I know Paulo has to go soon. I don't want to get going,
Yeah,
Paulo.
and the kids are getting rowdy.
They're getting rowdy. I won't cut you off. Tito, did you want to mention, or Joseph, anything else?
I
Yes, I wanted to mention a few things in both in English and Spanish. Um, just remember that when you're starting your online business, people are going to look at you. They're going to see who you are, what you do. Your kids are going to follow you. And learning is good for your health. It's good till you get into an age that it's really hard to remember. It's good, for you. And in Spanish, I also wanted to say, si tienes un trabajo que te está diciendo que trabajas muchas horas, y si te ofrece como supervisor, entonces el manager te puede decir, oh, tenés que trabajar en la mañana o en las tardes o en la noche. Entonces ellos tienen control qué horas tiene que llegar y cuántas horas tiene que ponerle. Pero en este negocio, tú tienes todo el tiempo del mundo para hacer lo que quieras, cómo vas a aprender, cómo lo vas a hacerlo y para que ganes más para tu familia, para que tus niños crezcan y aprendan de ti. Y bueno para la salud cuando ya estés una edad que es bien difícil para pensar o para caminar. Yeah, that's it.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. And speak in Spanish for us. We have a lot of people in this business that speak Spanish that are from Mexico, Guatemala, that are Colombian, here in Spain. We have people from all over the world. Spanish is a very huge language, and it's known all over the world. So if anybody's watching right now, and your English isn't too good and you speak Spanish, we have so many people that are going to help you every step of the way. And just like Joseph said, our language is translated. So all our training, you can translate. It's super easy.
I didn't know you understood that. You're learning Spanish.
Yeah. Well, the thing is I understand people when they talk, except you, Tito, because you go 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, we Spanish people speak faster, I guess.
But I have to say, I've always understood a lot because I grew up when I was younger around Mexicans, right? And I know the Mexicans speak a little different than Spanish. So I understand. But the thing is I don't speak it well. I think I'm embarrassed to speak it. So when I'm trying to tell people, I'm like, aquí, mi casa aquí, yeah, I'm here at your house or something. Or just like, I get so nervous. It's like the same thing with my language.
You get nervous. You get nervous to speak Spanish, but you don't get nervous to be in front of a camera.
No. I don't want to get tongue-tied or say it wrong, I guess. I got to learn that. So I love how this business is so versatile. I love that everybody can do it from all around the world. And as we talked on the live, I gave my opinion to anybody who's watching, and I know we're over an hour, so I'll say it real quick. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Georgia Williams. I'm a president CEO. Obviously, you hear my little monkeys in the background. I have 5 beautiful children. I have a fiance there below Ciro Ivancos. I've been doing this business since 4.5 years. I've been a coach since about 3.5 years. And I absolutely love this business. There's nothing that I don't love about this business. My business partners are like my brothers and sisters, even like my baby sometimes. I joke around. We have such an incredible platform and such incredible products. We have 6 gold seals of quality in the medical grade products. We have a traveling company, which is Vacation Club, and it's known throughout the world, super successful, one of the most successful vacation clubs around the world. It's not a timeshare, by the way. We have communications. We make beautiful cards. It's like postcards. It's an app. We have an app. And we also have a fitness program. This is not something small, guys. This is a very high-end business. Once you get into this business, the payouts are very high. So there's no messing around in this business. And don't think it's $1 million to start. It's not. If you go ahead and you watch the free workshop, it's very low price to sign up and to get your training and to get your website and sales funnel created. And you get everything done for you. So don't feel that you can't do this. Don't feel that money is a problem or there's a huge investment. This is not something like you're going into Bitcoin or you're doing this or you're doing that. This is a proper business and you're going to be affiliated with all these companies. So did you want to add anything, Tito, before we go?
No,
No?
everything's good.
So, and thank you, Joseph, for your beautiful testimony. You did absolutely incredible with giving your testimony. And that's just something that we learn as soldiers of God. We learn to give our testimony. So God bless everybody. If anybody out there is watching and they want to earn online and you want to see how we're doing it, you want to see how I travel the world. I'm here in Spain in this like $1 million beautiful home, how I'm experiencing this freedom lifestyle. Go to the links here, the website, whoever's website you see, if it's my website, if it's Tito's, if it's Joseph's. If you don't see any website above, message us privately and send us your email and we'll register you and we'll send you our free workshop. And if you have watched the workshop already and you're in the Earn Online Academy, our online business group, and you want to get started, just sign up. Click that link below and sign up. Make sure you use the same email that you used to register yourself with, so that you can be connected to me as your coach and your mentor. And also, we have our live workshop tonight at 5 p.m. PST, okay? That's really late. I think it's like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. Spanish time, but in Canada, Vancouver time, it's 5 p.m. PST or 8 p.m. 8 p.m. EST. We have our live workshop. So if you go to that link and you add your name and your email, you can watch our free live workshop, or you can watch it right away. As soon as you add your name and email, you can watch it right away and get started in this business, and you can message us. So we're here all the time to answer your questions. If you see that we didn't get back to you, just be patient with us. We're probably sleeping on the other side of the world. So, love you all. God bless. Hit that link. You won't regret it. Look at me. Mama
Take
5,
care.
only 7th grade education. I did it. I did it. Bye all. Thank you.